Hey, happy Sunday. It's your girl Tawana with Table Talks with Tawana. I hope you all are doing well. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. And I hope you get to enjoy your day. I hope you don't have to barbecue, but if you do, I know you're going to be grateful and thankful for it. Today, I just want to talk about my journey to self. And I'm probably going to just let this be the last and final video because I have other topics that I choose to discuss now from this point. But my journey to self was basically, like I said in the beginning, just learning who I am, why I am, and allowing my past experiences, the good and the indifferent, to, help shape me. I learned lessons from the past, and I learned the art of letting go. And during this journey, these 46 plus years around the sun, today marks another day, of course, I have just determined that when I look at my 10-year-old self is when I started to become really aware of my thoughts and, people around me, how I treated others, how other people treated me. And I come to understand that me as a human being, I just love to love people because I believe everybody, no matter who you are, deserves to be loved. And I noticed that when I'm the most sad, the most angry, all of those lower vibrations, I'm really just thinking about myself and lack. And when you think that there's lack in the world, you kind of limit yourself. And there are no limits. The only limit is here in the mind, because as long as you have an imagination, there is no lack. And there is no lack when we have an abundant universe, because thoughts are like seeds, and whatever you can imagine can be. Just like when you look at these beautiful trees behind me, somebody saw trees, another person saw vegetation, another person saw money or paper, pencils. So when you look back at these things, somebody else saw light posts. You understand where I'm coming from? Isn't that amazing that we have an unlimited supply of resources? All of our needs have been met. I have determined and discovered that I am, and you are, a walking treasure chest. As long as you have a mind to think and imagine, there is no lack. And I choose to live the rest of my days in being an inspiration to myself and to others at large, because I've learned who we are. I know who I am, and I am in alignment with that. I remember sitting on the couch with my daughter last year, and we hadn't watched the episode, the TV series Greenleaf, and we just so happened to be watching Netflix one day, and it came on. She said, my daughter, if a lot of you don't know, she's an actress here, and she said, Mommy, I'm going to be on there. And I said, you know what, you're right. And I want to say maybe 2 or 3 weeks later, she was on there in 3 episodes. So at that point, we were like, okay, so something's to this. So, and then we'll just start saying what we're going to do and then putting some emotion behind it. And we really just focus on that thing, and that thing manifests. Do you know that you are a magnet for everything that you can think of? It says that what you focus on expands, or what you focus on grows. If you hold that dominant thought, which is energy transforms. It's neither created nor is it destroyed. It just transfers into something different. It just transfers. So my daughter and I just been manifesting stuff, and it's mind blowing when you realize really who you are. And that's why you have to guard your mind. You have to guard your thoughts. You have to be careful what goes in here and what comes out of there, because all of that, and it says out of the heart Out of the abundance of the heart flows the issues of life. I really want you to grasp this because it is such an amazing thing. That's why I learned how to study, how to manifest, how to be, why I am, what I should be doing. And when we spend more time in negative thinking, do you know that you're really adding to that? You're giving death to your life. You're giving death to things that live or could have lived. You're adding more unwanted experiences to your life, whatever you speak. There are so many things that I can say right here in this particular video, but I'm sure you get it. Just use your mind. There's something that, there's a couple of things that I'm going to touch on. One of them is critical thinking and minding your thoughts. If you literally think, if you can just sit down and just think, you would and go back in time. Every thought that you had, everything that you've spoken, you're living right now. Thoughts are seeds, words are seeds, and actions are seeds. When all those things align, it brings forth manifestation, be it life or death. It says the power of there's life and death in the power of the tongue. I'm letting you know exactly who you are. We are co-creators. We are co-creators. It's hard for us, for those who, if this is your first time hearing that, it's hard to conceptualize that because that's not what you've been taught. Humans are so programmable. And there are beings that have studied us. But it's time for us to study ourselves. Just pay attention. What you speak, how you feel, what you do. When they're all aligned, like I said, it creates. Trust me, I know. And I'll be sharing just a little bit of my life, not a whole lot. I just want you to be inspired. But eventually, I will share some things with you. Because as a man thinketh in his own heart, so is he. There's something called the law of rhythm. It is a universal law. Whatever you put into life, you get back. It's like a pendulum. And I'll be sharing these things also on Instagram. I'm currently off of Facebook for right now because there's a huge reason. Facebook is a different world. And I personally need to take a break from it. But on Instagram, I'll be here and I'll be sharing much as possible. But I'll be putting together a boot camp, a manifesting boot camp, how to manifest your best life boot camp. And I'll be giving you the tips. I'll be giving you diagrams. I'm putting together a boot camp. I don't want to give everything right here because the video will be very long. But it's going to be a 6-week boot camp. And it could be in the line of personal development, but I am a mentalist strategist. I really want you to think accurate thinking. I want you to have accurate thoughts because it's called the analogy of life. How you think determines how you feel. How you feel determines how you act. And that's a scientific proven fact. Because if you believe something, you act on it, you speak it. If you believe you can, you will. That's truth. If you believe you can't, you won't. And that's truth too. So I just want to, in this particular series, letting you know exactly who you are. You are an electromagnetic being. What you put out, you get back. If you put a little out, you'll get a little back. That's just one of the universal laws. I hope this series has helped you. I hope you got a little bit from it. All I'm doing is sowing seeds because the journey to yourself is very personal and it has to be experienced. Nobody really can teach you who you are. You have to ask, seek, and knock, then know. Until next time, this is your girl Tawana with Table Talks with Tawana. I thank you for subscribing, sharing, and liking this. Hey, drop something in the comments. You can email me at tabletalkswithtawana@gmail.com. My name is TWANNA. Join forces with me. I'm ready to raise the vibe and to shift the globe. We can make a mark in the universe if you're willing. Have a blessed day.